Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Jah Rastafari, ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. Welcome to ReggaeTelevisionNetwork.com. We're coming to you live from Scarborough, Ontario, Canada, as usual, every Saturday morning. And if it is Saturday morning, it is the Sabbath. And you know I will be encouraging everyone to read Psalms 119. It is that cleansing Psalms that give the week past perspective and give you vigor for the week ahead. So during the Sabbath, read Psalms 119. And welcome again, and thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you. And in our studio this morning, we have a great guest. I'm very excited to hear him perform and to talk about things. So right now I'm going to introduce to you Trevor Shields. He's been a star in Jamaica since he was a child, and he's come to Canada and he's worked just about everywhere. So I am so happy and pleased to have him in our studio this morning. Please welcome Trevor Shields.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for coming. We appreciate you so much for being here. I've listened to your work, and I know it's going to be a great show.
Well, I hope so too.
I know so. Now, you have been the lead singer of the popular Jamaican group called the Belltones, and that's in the 1970s.
Yeah.
And you had a really big hit called No More Heartaches, which we're listening to right now, because I tell you, it just makes your heart just happy since it's like no more heartaches.
Take away all the pain.
Right. So you must have started singing at a really young age.
Actually, I started singing from in school, and in church. Mm-hmm. Yes, I started recording about when I was 17. 17?
Yeah. That's pretty young. Well, and then to get a big hit?
Well, yes.
Now, this song was also No More Heartaches. It was also like on both local radio stations at the time, like for 4 weeks in a row, like #1. It was like #1 in England on the reggae chart. So what was it like to be so popular at such a young age when everybody's saying, Trevor, Trevor, Trevor?
Well, you hit the nail on the head right there. Yeah, we were really popular then because we were kind of different from what was going on. Mm-hmm. Most of the gimmick songs were being sung at that time. Mm-hmm. So we kind of changed the pace. I was a writer for the group, really. So I, and being young, you experience a lot of little things with having relationships, and most of my songs were based then on what kind of relationship I was having. And that particular song, No More Heartache, was written because of something that happened.
You had a heartache?
Well, when you're young, things happen to you.
Yes.
Yes. And so back to the song being #1. Yes. When we did that song, it was people kind of looked at it like, I don't think this song is ready yet. But the person who recorded it, he had faith in it. And he was coming, Harry J. He was just starting out too. Mm-hmm. His name was Harry Johnson. So he was new in the business. We were the first person that he recorded, the Belltones. And actually, when he did it, he went to different sounds system then, and nobody wanted to take the song because it was kind of a lovey-dovey song, and it was kind of hardcore song, gimmick song that were going on. He went to Maritona, Maritona said, man, it was kind of song kind of soft. But then again, he went to the radio station, it was RJR, I think then, and we had, I think it was Marigat was the top DJ then. And I think she fell in love with the song for some reason, maybe because it was kind of related to female. And she started playing it, and then people started hearing the song and start requesting it, because in those days people, you call in if you like a song, you request it to be played, you send a greetings, and so that's what happened. And then pretty soon it was on the chart with a bullet. Those days you got a bullet to say it's going somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, and then you keep on calling, and friends calling and request it, keep on moving up.
And it just took legs and
it just flew right up. And then it went #1, and then we were so happy when we sat down here to listen the week, if it was gonna.
So as a young lad, and everybody's calling your name, it must be like exciting.
Yes, and even the television station, is it JBC? Yes. We did an interview too, and that swelled my head then because when we were in there, people were outside waiting to see us.
Yes.
And when we came over, we were like mobbed, because, what, you guys?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know how the Beatles felt, right?
Exactly.
Well, that's great. So we're going to hear you sing your first song right now, and that's called Amazing Medley. So tell us a little bit about the song before you...
Amazing Medley. Well, as I told you, I grew up in the church. I was a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm still a Seventh-day Adventist. I grew up. So as you said, today is a Sabbath. It is a Sabbath for me.
Yes,
exactly. And I love gospel. And I always mix my kind of performance with gospel, love, everything. Usually I would use this song for my closing when I'm doing a show, but today I think it's appropriate to start off with it.
All right, very good.
Okay.
All right, so here he is. Trevor Shields singing Amazing Medley.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I'm gonna lay all my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay all my burdens down by the riverside. I'm gonna study one more. I'm gonna study one no more, study one no more. I'm gonna study one no more. I'm gonna study one no more, study one no more. I'm gonna study one no more. It's soon be done. All troubles and trials when I get home on the other side. I'm gonna shake my hands with the elders, tell all the people good morning. I'm gonna sit down beside my Jesus. I'm gonna sit down and listen to goodbye, singing amen, 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 amen. I said this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Then I'm gonna fly away home to Zion, fly away home. I said one bright morning when my work is over, I will fly away home. It's soon done. All troubles and trials when I get home on the other side. I'm gonna shake my hands with the elders, tell all the people good morning. I'm gonna sit down beside my Jesus. I'm gonna sit down and listen to goodbye, singing amen, 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 amen. I said amen, 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 amen. Amen, amen.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. Wow, that was excellent.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
The seasoned performer, I can see.
Well, I've been doing it so long, so you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, as you say, you're not just a singer, but you're a songwriter.
Yes,
now, what inspires you to write? Because you know, this sounds very spiritual there, and what inspires you to write your songs?
Well, I say again, life experiences.
Yes.
Yeah, what's happening around you sometimes you see, and the relationships that you have too that make you, you know, because you fall out of relationships, and sometimes you wonder what happened, you know. So
writing makes you make sense of it.
Exactly. And you put what you feel down on paper.
Seeing it on paper really makes a difference to, you know, getting it straight in your head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm an emotional person too now, so I put my emotion in my songs. Whatever I feel, that's what I go for. You know. Yes.
Well, that's excellent, because you certainly make us feel happy. And you know, you were being happy.
I am a happy person. I'm always smiling. I'm always happy.
Well, now you work with bands, because you know, you work with the Belltones, and it says you work with quite a number of bands after the Belltones, but you never really you eventually had to go solo, right? So like, what is one of the major what are the major difficulties with working with other people, like in a band? Like, what's the problem?
Like a group, a singing group?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've worked with quite a few groups. There's really no difficulty in working with them, so long as you find somebody who can harmonize with you. You know, that's it, and can work along with whatever you know. And the Belltone, to be honest, that was my first group, really. But we weren't together very long. We did quite a few recordings, but we didn't really stay together long. I had another group called the Fantels. It was kind of popular then, and after we broke up, after I left the Belltones, then they invited me to join them. I was recruited to become their lead singer.
Wow.
And I find with them I had a little more, we worked better, because my other friends from the Belltones, they were more serious, and there was a reason for them to be serious, because No More Hard Takes, it was a monster hit, a big hit, and we didn't get the reward that we expected, and that caused a rift between us and
the management.
And so that's why Belltones didn't exist after a certain time. We did a few more recordings, but the spirit was gone out of us, especially the other two guys, because we thought we were robbed.
See, now that's a major problem with our music, is that a lot of artists do get robbed, and they're still getting robbed.
We were robbed.
So that is one of the major problems, and that's a lot to do with management and stuff, and people who are just not honest enough to know that the artist matters. The artist matters. Oh, that's too bad.
But the thing about, we didn't know much about, and then again, you know, when you're young, we were just I was just happy then.
To sing.
I was just happy to be, I would say, famous, and people knowing you and say, oh, I didn't know you could sing so good. Because I remember the first time we sang, I think it was the Carib Theatre. The first time I went there, I was blinded by the light, just like this now. Because I went out, and when they said, okay, and the Belltones, and when I came, I couldn't see a thing. You know?
Talk about blinded by the light.
Yeah, I was blinded by the light. And when I came off, people came up and was hugging me. I said, man, I didn't know. You're a singer. What you did? It's you. You know what I mean? I said, you know, so it was kind of fun still, even though we didn't make a lot of money. And then it took off in England and made a hit over there.
And you still didn't make any money?
We still, you know why we didn't make any money?
Why?
Because now I understand why we didn't. We were supposed to go on a tour in England.
But you did.
But because we had the riff, the other guy said, well, we're not introduced no more, because, you know how it is when you're young. We were all young.
Yeah.
And that's why I left, and as I said, I went solo.
You couldn't go to the tour and really promote the music. And
if I had somebody to talk to me or talk to us then, maybe we would have gone, and we would have been a bigger, we made a bigger splash. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because most people say, no, that's our downfall. We should have gone to England when we got the opportunity. But we said,
you didn't know.
No, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so then that happened, and of course you came to Canada.
Well, yeah, when I started working with, there was another group called the Cables. They were kind of having problems, so they kind of broke up, and we kind of formed another group. We call it True Experience. And we do a little thing, and it was good. And then they went their ways, and then Fantels, they invited me now, and then we did quite a good stint out there. We went on tour in the North Coast, and we do hotels, and we did quite well. And then, well, things happened, and I was then married, but my wife was here, and she sponsored me, and then here I come. And when I came, I met some of my friends who I knew. Jimmy Reed, I don't know if you know him, very popular guy too.
He was a guest on our show.
There you go, one of my boys, best friend. We grew up together.
Wow.
Jimmy Reed, and then there was another guy named Neville Francis. He plays with the Satellite. He plays the guitar. He'll tell you, I was the first one who taught him how to pick on his guitar, and now he's that good. Big time musician. He's that good. Because I used to play the guitar a little. Yeah, but I just use it when I'm writing. Yeah. But he went further. He started, and now he's my buddy. He and Jimmy. Wow. So when I came here, I met up with them, and man, they were so glad you're here, man. And then we started doing quite a few shows around town because everybody wanted Jimmy. He's always bigging me up. He's always bigging up. A gentleman. Yeah, he's always bigging up Trevor. Man, you are one of the biggest sit man. Yeah. Oh, you're too soft. You're too quiet.
Yeah, get it out there. Let people know.
Yeah, he pushed me a lot, Even now, he said, Trevor, come on, man. I know you're a great writer and you're great. So why are you so laid back?
All right, well, you're not going to be shy no more. You're gonna perform. You're going to perform for us again. And your second song is You I Love.
You I Love.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, again, welcome Trevor Shields for You I Love.
You I Love and not another. You I love and not another baby. You may change, but I will never. You're mine, I'm yours till the end of time. I'll never leave you now, 'cause you're proving your love to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, whoa, yeah. Love me always, and I'll be true to you. Stick by me, girl, and I won't make you blue. You're mine, I'm yours, honey. I'm sure I'll never leave you now, 'cause you're proving your love to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, whoa, yeah. Love me always, and I'll be true to you. Stick by me, girl, I won't make you blue. You are mine, I'm yours, honey. I'm sure I'll never leave you now, 'cause you're proving your love to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. I said I love you in the morning, girl. I love you in the evening too. Love you when the sun is shining. I love you when it's raining too. Love you each and every day. I love you in each and every way. But if separation should be a lot, my darling, forget me not. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I said I love you in the morning, girl. I love you in the evening too. Love you when the sun is shining. I love you when it's raining too. Love you each and every Separation should be a lot, my darling. Forget me not. Whoa, yeah, whoa. Yeah. I said I love you in the morning, girl. I love you in the evening too. Love you, love you.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
You are the master.
Yeah, and that's another one that I wrote because of what was going on in my life.
Well, you better live a whole bunch so we can get a whole bunch of songs.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Now, when you came to Canada, you met up with some friends like Jimmy Reed, who was a guest on our show,
right,
and many others, and you found a really friendly, accepting crowd, and they pushed you out there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And I have a friend in the audience, you know, that you might be able to see, but Janet Scott.
Yes.
We've been friends for quite some time. She's always pushing me too.
Yes.
She's another one who's always saying, Trevor, do this, do that. Come on, man, I know you can. You know, she's always having that back. She got you here
today.
She brought me here. Yes, we work together all the time. Yeah, and there's a band that I work with too. I should mention it. It's called Majestic Warriors. We do a lot of tours. Yes, and they're good friends of mine. We work together.
Well, maybe we can get them and you in the studio one time.
I think you should bring them on.
Oh well, just let me know when, and we're ready. Now, I mean, it sounds to me like the atmosphere in reggae is very friendly. It's very camaraderie, or has that changed in the years since you came to Canada?
I think it has changed. Yeah. The main reason. To me, I think because what was happening in society, and a lot of clubs and so got closed down because of certain things. Yeah. Yeah, and because there's not much place for us to
express yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
We're limited now.
Yes. Well, see, now ReggaeTelevisionNetwork.com is here to change that.
I hope so.
We want to bring reggae to the masses, so they understand what a wealth, what a treasure that we have in reggae music. Right. It lifts spirit, it lifts heart, it lifts minds, and it lifts people. So I'm just thankful that you're here today to really show that this is music. This is performing. Right. This is heart, mind, soul, body, everything involved.
Thank you. And you're doing a great job. Oh, trust me, you're doing a wonderful job. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting great guests, and that is the key. That is the key. Wonderful people. Well, now you performed on many stages. You performed for many audiences, right? Now, do you have a favorite that you can tell us about that you did? A favorite place, a favorite audience, a favorite people? Like when was your favorite time?
That's a hard one. So many favorites. There's a very good one I could tell you about. I think we did a show with this American group once called the Shy Lights.
Yeah. They're huge, aren't they?
That big group. Yeah, I did a show and that was really fantastic. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a night to remember.
It was a night to remember.
Where was that?
It was in some banquet hall. I can't remember the name right now.
But otherwise, it was in Canada?
It's Canada here. Yeah. But otherwise, I've done quite a few good gigs. The Jamaica Canadian Reggae Award. My mistake, not Jamaican Canadian. This Canadian
Reggae Music
Awards.
Yeah.
Been on it a couple of times too, and that was really good too. And I've done quite a bit of shows around town here, and I've been outside of Canada too, Chicago.
So you played in the States too?
Yeah, I've been to Buffalo, to Chicago.
Is there a difference between the Canadian and American audience?
I would think so.
Yeah, what is that difference?
The Americans, they appreciate you more, I would think.
See.
I don't know, I don't know if they don't have enough reggae artists there, but they appreciate it more. Yeah. The Canadian artists, I respect and I love them, but they're very critical. So I mean, I get respect from them though, because from ever since when I go to work, I work. So they respect me, and I appreciate that still. But they're very critical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody's a critic.
Yeah.
And everybody has an opinion.
I know.
Yeah. But I find that Americans they do appreciate quality. They appreciate effort. You know, they don't mind if you're not perfect, but they want to see you make an effort.
Exactly.
And that's what they appreciate. You know, and that reggae artists, I believe, they really make an effort when they go there because they feel the vibes.
Yeah.
You see?
And the audience like to see movements. They don't like just people just stand up and sing.
Yeah.
You know,
they want to see you move so they can
want to see you move and get in the groove. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you give them permission to move when they move.
Exactly. Yeah, they participate. You know, you get feedback from them.
Yeah.
Because I said I went to Chicago one time. I wish I should mention there's this guy, Mr. Major P. He now lives in the States too.
Okay.
In California, yes. Yeah, he took us down there, and you know, with a mini show down there. I mean, a tour, like, you know, and it was really good. And trust me, he's a great performer too. And you know, as I said, people love to see when you move. People like to see when you know. And I move on the stage. I can see that. I like a big stage. You know, as people say, you're not growing old, man.
Age is only a number.
Exactly. If you want to feel old, it's your problem.
It's your problem. That's right. Don't put it on me.
Exactly. I'm not feeling old. I'm just getting there. You know what I mean? And you do what you have to do. Yeah. A performer is supposed to perform, please the people.
Well, you're moving just fine to me.
Exactly.
I mean, we didn't give you a lot of space, but you're using it for the
I know.
So I can imagine when you have a lot of space, you just go.
I know.
Well, that's terrific. I'm really thrilled that you're here, and I can say your performance is, of course, top. So
Thank you.
I'm thankful. All right, so again. Trevor is going to perform for us again because, you know, we only have him for a limited time this time, but so we want to make sure that he gets to show you what he's all about and how he really knows what he's doing. He's a master, he's a performer, and this man has been around a long time. So he knows a lot about reggae, he knows a lot about performing, and he knows a lot about what it feels like to get on stage and get that vibes and give it to you. So he's going to do that again for us right now. And this one is called Everything I Own.
Everything I Own, one of my favorite, done by Ken Booth.
Yes.
So this is my
all right. Yeah. Everything he owns. So this is Trevor Shields, Everything I Own, a cover of Ken Booth, another great reggae artist who's been around a long time. He has put on some great stuff, and here's one of his. All right, here we go. Trevor Shields, Everything I Own. All right, and we're getting that ready for you. In the meantime, this is ReggaeTelevisionNetwork.com. We're coming to you live from Scarborough. We do this every Saturday morning, and it is great how our guests and our community have been so positive, and they come in here in our studio and they give, and we're so thankful that they are really enthusiastic about us, and we're enthusiastic about them because what matters is a great performance, and all of our guests so far since we've launched this program have done that. So are we ready? We're ready? Okay, so we're ready for Trevor again. Shields singing Everything I Own, a cover by Ken Booth. Here we go. And here we go.
You sheltered me from harm. You kept me warm. You kept me warm. You gave my life to me. You set me free. You set me free. The finest years I ever knew is all the years I've had with you, and I would give anything I own, give up my life, my heart, my own. Yes, I would give anything I own just just to have you back again. Hey, there's someone you know that won't let you go and is taking it all for granted. You may lose him one day, someone take him away, and you don't even hear what they say. But I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my own. Yes, I would give everything I own just to have you back again, just to talk to you sweet words again. Someone you know that won't let you go and is taking it all for granted. You may lose him one day, someone take him away, and you don't even hear what they say. But I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my own. Yeah.
Another great song. Another great song. Of course, Ken Booth is your friend.
One of my favorite artists from back in the days. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, and you know, I saw him in a video with some friends, and he sounds just the same as he did back then.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He has not, the voice has not aged, and of course he looks just as handsome.
That's good, I know.
Yeah.
Great guy, yeah.
Wow, so you know lots of those guys from way back.
From way back when, yeah.
Do you know Bob Marley really well?
I knew Bob Marley, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fleetingly, like, you know.
Yeah, he didn't stay with us too long.
Exactly.
If he had stayed, a lot of us would have gotten to know him.
I know.
Yeah.
I used to go to his studio too. Yeah.
What about Peter?
Peter Tosh.
Peter Tosh. That's my first cousin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His mother and my father are brothers and sisters. I love to say it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Peter is great. So did you know him well?
Not really well, but you know, then you just know because they were in the business, and you know, we associate exactly because you go to the studio, you greet each other, and you know. Well, then they were, you know, big artists then, and we were just coming.
So you were a little guy too.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
So what about Bunny Wheeler? Do you know him too?
Bunny, yeah, they were always together.
He's still with us, thank God.
He is,
and he's still doing great work too, isn't he?
He is, yeah, I know.
Yeah. So talk about the time there in the 70s. Like I remember the 70s very well. I remember it being a really happy, new time. People had so much hope. You know, in Jamaica at the time, because remember we just had independence in '62, and people were really feeling hopeful. There was a lot of happy feeling in Jamaica at that time.
That's true.
What do you remember about the 70s?
It's really hard to pinpoint something. But I know it was a good time, especially for music. You know, because I think music was changing then. You know, it was kind of coming back to my type of music. Yeah. It was really fun, and yes, we did a lot of good things then. People were more appreciative of you, and we were moving on. But
I know people ask for so much. Like they seem to have. I mean, even though in many ways, a lot of the standards that we know growing up in certain ways have kind of fall by the wayside. But yet, people seem to demand so much from artists and stuff to do so much more. When in fact I'm not sure if I'm explaining this well, because I'm saying back then a great reggae song was it just goes.
Great.
Now you got to do the critic. Well, him should do this, him should do that, right? and they don't want to support because they think that it should have this, but in fact it's just a great song. Enjoy a great song. You know, I think people are just not appreciating something great anymore. They just like, I don't know.
Well, the thing about it, music is done differently now than then. Because I was explaining to a friend recently, in the days, back in those days when we were doing a song, you have the musician sitting there.
Everything was on spot.
The engineer's right there, and you, the singer, is right here.
Yeah.
But before you get to there,
yeah,
you had to pass through like an audition.
Right.
There were people like, you know, who were there to say
Okay.
whether this song should go. If Lewa, siblings, men like those right there, Freddie McGregor, those are the ones who were there to listen to you first before. If they approve you, then you go through. But as I said, the musicians were there, the engineer was there, and everything was live. You know? So you have to sing to the best of your ability, right? Because, you know, he's going to take whatever you're doing right there, and then he level it and balance it, and you take one or two cuts.
So the quality was better.
Yeah, but
that is that what you're saying to me? Because it was done so hands-on.
I think no. What I mean is that it was more live. You feel it more.
I see.
Yeah, more energy to it.
Okay.
Now you go in and you take a computer
I see.
and you build something.
Feel.
And you, exactly. And you
feel.
say,
That's what Bob said. It's
exactly. But then you have to have the guitar, the bass, the rhythm, the keyboards. They're all there playing with you. And when they feel that song, you know, they play all their heart. They play, and that was
and
that
the
was
voice
it.
Just
Exactly. That's it.
that up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I experienced then.
So maybe it's the process of making music that people are kind of resisting.
Yeah.
That quick fix, put together stuff that they're not really appreciating. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
You can take an artist now who really can sing, and you use a computer and let them sound great, and you put them out.
Yeah. And they become superhuman. And
if you notice, that's why some of the older artists don't like certain new artists, because they say all you have is just backup singers and dancers doing. You're not really doing anything.
You're more like a commercial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you had to sweat when you're on stage. You sweat, you sing, you wipe, you take your thing over your wipe.
You were working.
You were actually working.
Yes. Now the computer is working for you.
It's working for you.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't fight it.
Yeah.
You have to move with it. You can't fight it, because I do it now too. So I mean, I don't find it. But I'm just making the comparison here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just put out good work, and I think people appreciate it. That's what people appreciate, good work, and they demand it. Yeah. Okay. So now you're working on stuff that current material. You're working on stuff that's new?
Yes, I am working on some new stuff, and the final song I'm about to do is a remake of No More Heartaches.
Wow!
But it has a different spin to it when you listen to it. You know, it's totally different. Because I wrote it, so I know I can take it, cut it up, and do whatever I want with it.
Right. So now you can make it.
And that's what I did. I made it different.
Yes.
You know, because I even sent it to one of my friends who said, I love it, but I still prefer the original.
Yeah. Well, you know, original is hard to top sometimes, but I'm sure it's yours, so you can do what.
Well, that's what I said to him, and he said, I know you can do anything. Yeah, you know.
Well, I'm certainly gonna. I believe I got a sample of it, and I thought it was excellent. And I'm sure the people. There you go, and I'm sure the people are gonna absolutely see that.
And most people love it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody seems to love it, and most people who don't know about the original No More Heartaches see this as a brand new song, which it is a brand new song. The rhythm which I use from this, but I kind of rearrange everything and add a few more,
bars and stuff.
A twist to it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, for his final performance for us, I am so happy to introduce to you Trevor Shields singing his brand new remake of No More Heartaches. So we're just gonna actually enjoy this. So thank you, and thank you for being here. We absolutely love you, and you're gonna love this. So here we go. Trevor Shields, No More Heartaches.
Searching so long just for you, my baby. Now that I found you, won't you be true? Don't want no more heartaches, don't want no pain. Don't want no sorrow, no strain. Cause if you should ever leave and go away, then my heart would surely go astray. Cause if you should ever leave and say goodbye, then my love, I'd surely die. Hey, hey baby, hey girl, I want you forever in my world. Don't want no more heartaches, don't want no pain. Don't want no more sorrow, no more strain. Cause if you should ever leave and go through that door, then my heart would crumble, I know that for sure. Hey girl, I want you forever in my world. Don't want no more heartaches, don't want no pain. Don't want no more sorrow, no more strain. Cause if you should ever leave and say goodbye, then my love, I'll surely die. Hey baby, hey girl, I want you forever in my world.
Well, that was a sudden stop there. Here we go.
I know. It's kind of a shortened version.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, you know what? We're just thankful for what you gave us. That's wonderful. Thank you. So the complete song is almost ready.
Exactly. So you get a complete song. Super.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. Either way, we love what you gave us. That's really, really lovely. Now, Trevor, because you started off so young as an artist. 17, you say, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a big controversy brewing because President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe,
right?
He made some kind of derogatory statement about Jamaicans the other day. He said we were drunkards and weed smokers. And he also said, I mean, this is what he's been reported that he said, and it's been all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And our last show, we also had a bit of discussion about it because we take it kind of personally because we're Jamaicans,
exactly.
and we really try to show that we are positive and we mean good for the world. So when something like that comes out, I think we must really discuss it, right? So anyways, he also said that the men in Jamaica they just want to sing. They don't want to go to college.
Okay, yes.
So, I mean, do you think that our men just want to sing and don't want to go to college?
I don't think so, but I mean, it's just like a lot of guys may go to college, graduate, and they can find a job.
Okay.
When if they try something else like singing or running or something, they think maybe it's easier that way. I don't think it's easier, but I think it's good to be educated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they can do both.
They can do both.
They can actually go to college, sing, run, do whatever else they want to do.
You're right, but as long as if you go to college, I would think.
I think it's better to go to college.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. I think so. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't agree with him when he say that. But
because I truly believe that Jamaica has contributed to the world a great wealth, and for him to kind of just lump us all in this little negative, derogatory term, that was not nice.
Well, it's his opinion, really, and you're entitled to your opinion.
That's
still.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We can't kill him for that, but but as he said, I think people should. Yeah, education is a great thing.
Yeah.
It is a very great thing, and our kids, we should encourage them to.
Well, someone also encouraged Mugabe to get educated about Jamaica.
He should be. I think he doesn't know much about us.
That's right, because you know, when you have men like Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, Michael Manley, all these greats.
Exactly, we have great.
You know, Nani, Kojo, you name it. You know, then he really should know that we fought our way a long way.
Exactly.
And we didn't need that kind of stuff. Well, you know, I can't let you go without asking you about our female prime minister, because he actually said that. He said that, you know, the men are laying down on the job, and because of that, the women have to take over. And I think it was in reference to our dear Portia.
Oh yeah.
As the first female prime minister. So what do you think? What do you think about Portia?
Well, I don't know if the men are laying down, but I mean, women are stepping up.
There you go. See, that's a positive way of looking at it.
Yeah, women are stepping up.
Women are stepping up.
Coming to the forefront now.
Yes.
I mean, we're equals.
That's right.
I mean, in the days gone by, I mean, you know, we all thought women should only just stay in the house and cook, have babies and stuff like that. But no, women are doing everything.
Right.
Becoming doctors, prime ministers, presidents. You know, they're doing everything. So I applaud her. You know.
No, there you go. Yes. And I think she's kind of stepping in the right direction. I think, you know, because I was down there in February, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, these people don't look so depressed as I've seen them look before.
Yeah.
They didn't look so sad. They didn't look so hard hit. You know, there was more liveliness, more hope.
Right.
It was almost like it wasn't as good as when I left in the early 70s.
Yeah.
But you know, it seemed like it was coming back. So hopefully she's the one that's making that difference.
I hope so. Well, things have changed, as you know. The political climate is different. Economic climate is different. But I think, you know, if they stand behind her, you know, she's a good leader. She should be able to accomplish great things. Yeah.
And of course, our great ambassador at the moment, Usain Bolt.
You can say that again.
Yeah. I tell you, that guy is such an inspiration.
Exactly, I know.
You know, he's a gentleman. He's handsome. He's smart. You know, he's articulate. You know, and he's really interesting. So he's a nice ambassador.
Exactly.
And Jamaica's always had those nice ambassadors.
Always, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when Bob used to step out there with him dreadlocks,
I know.
His bad man attitude.
Yeah, he created a wave.
Oh, I want to be just like him.
Yeah, he created a wave. Yeah, I know. I know.
I know everybody wants to be like Usain Bolt.
I know everybody's doing the sign.
I love it. I mean, it makes you feel so good to be Jamaican. It makes you so proud, you know, to have such a wealth of talent like yourself, like Jimmy, like Jackie. You know, all these people have come here and really shown that they love. It's just love. It's just all love.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, I also can't let you go without asking you about our dear President Obama. Are you watching the election?
Not really, but every now and again I see a little article. But I know what he's doing, and I wish him all the best, and I hope he'll get a second term.
Oh, he has to.
Because you can't finish a job unless you get enough time
to finish the job.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's look at the alternative. I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, the alternative. No way. That's like going backwards. We want to go forward, as he said.
We have to go
the world
forward.
wants to go forward.
I know.
Yeah.
But say about it, time does it. You know, time is a great factor in everything.
Yes.
So with another 4 years, then we'll see what he.
We'll see what he really can do.
Yeah.
And I think he'll do great, because I think he's a great man with a great heart.
Yeah.
And that's important. Well, so tell me, before we actually close us down, I mean, we have so much before we actually close us down.
I know.
Talk about your family. What's the family situation for you like?
That's a little sticky one right now.
That's a little sticky one right now?
Yeah, I was married. I got divorced not so long ago. So I'm kind of on the single side right now. Trying to find.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, trying to find the right person.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's such a thing as a right person.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
I think there's a right person.
There is? You think so?
I think there's the right person.
Soulmate?
You just have to wait. Yeah. Sometimes it takes long, but I think there's the right person. Yeah. And you have to kind of know what you want, so that really makes a difference.
Sometimes that's a problem. You know what you want and you can't find what you want.
No. If you know what you want, you wait until you find it.
You wait.
Yeah.
And sometimes
you must wait.
But Mom said, I don't want to wait in vain.
You don't want to wait in vain.
How many years have been knocking at your door?
But when the knock comes, you'll hear it.
I hope so.
In the meantime, you have to kind of wait. It is rough out there, man.
It is rough out there. I mean, because most of the time, people just want you for what you have what they think you have.
Yes.
And they run into you, and as soon as they find out that it's not really there, then they take and they back away.
Oh, that's so sad. That's why it's important for you to know what you want. Because only when you know what you want, you'll allow inside. Like you have to allow it. So if you know what you want, you will not allow what you don't want. So that is basically the lesson, I think. I learned that. Know what you want.
You know what you want, you go for it.
Yeah, a friend of mine once said it. Just quick. A friend of mine said, if you don't know what you want, somebody's gonna come and tell you what you want, and you're not gonna like it.
That's true.
So trust me, know what you want.
Yeah, I know. Well,
thank you so much for coming today.
It was really nice being here. I enjoyed your show. And yes.
It was beautiful.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. And you came and did a great job.
Thank you too.
And we appreciate you very much.
Hope we could do it again.
Oh, we will. Definitely. Definitely we will. That's a date.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much again for being here. We're coming to you live from Scarborough, reggaetelevisionnetwork.com. We're here every Saturday morning, so please join us. And we thank you for being here today, and we thank Trevor Shields for coming and really showing what it is to be a performer and an entertainer in this business. This is reggaetelevisionnetwork.com, and thank you. It's Jah Rastafari.
Peace.
Blessed I. Bye.
Love you.
Yes, I.